What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a beautiful day per usual. In today's video, well, right now I'm actually looking for, I got, you know what, just cue the little intro I do. But anyways, guys, in today's video, it's a very, very exciting day. Today we are actually building up, for real, like actually building up the new dream build. We're starting to build it and put the pieces together. Really quick before we do that, I have to do a couple things, which is take off some of the parts off this bike, switch it over to the mint green bike, and then we're literally just gonna be piecing up this bike together. But first, there's a few things that are kind of holding me back from doing this, and that is that I don't have the wheel set whatsoever. Like, I have no wheel set for this bike. The only thing I have is the rear hub and rims. I still need the front hub, and I still need the spokes to build the wheels. But for the most part, we have the whole bike. I know a lot of you guys will be asking, and I'll be explaining this kind of as I go on, so I guess you guys could say this is also kind of being like a bike check. Dude, I'm just gonna get started with this. Before I even get started with this video, if you guys are new to this channel, I recommend to go down below and press subscribe. You guys clicked on this video for a crazy little dream build series where I'll be finally putting my bike together and where I can ride it. So if you guys want, then be more interested and go hit that subscribe button. Obviously, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And with that, leave a like on this video because we're finally doing it. We're finally almost done and finally able to ride bikes again. Let's get going. Let's get started. I'm hyped. You guys should be hyped too. Leave a comment, leave a like. You guys already know the drill. Drive the traffic up on this video because we are done, Dexter. We're done. Can you believe it? So what I need off of this bike right here is I think I need the forks, the headset, the bottom bracket, and I think the cranks. And that's it. And pedals, but that's it. So, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Cranks are off. I just realized that, well, first of all, I realized that these pedals are getting there. So, new pedals are gonna be coming in soon. Oh, actually, I have a brand new set of Odyssey Twisted somewhere. I'll throw those on. Whenever I have to take bearings out, no matter what it is, it's the biggest pain in the ass. That's what I'm talking about. Get out of my face, Dex. Unless you want to fight. You trying to fight? You trying to fight? And they still spin like a beauty. Another thing I have to hope to God and pray is that the middle spacer fits inside of the mint green frame. But it should. Just like that, frame is all set. Alright, first oil slick part is on. Dude, my bike is gonna look so fucking sick, dude. I'm fucking hyped. Alright guys, now we have to clean the seat off because this seat is pretty filthy. So we have to use some tough stuff for this. Literally. Alright, seat is on. It's snug and perfect. So far, dude, she's looking fucking sick. Alrighty, bottom bracket is installed. Now the next step is to put the sprocket onto the crank after we clean it. Alrighty, so it's been a couple days since I last picked up the camera. I kind of stopped filming the whole dream build series for about a day or two. And the reason is because I don't have a front hub yet or spokes to really put the wheels together. So I'm kind of at a halt with this bike. But, so before I even continue, the things I did last time is I pretty much put the cranks together, well, partially. I just have to put them, you know, on the bike. And then from there we have to tear these forks. We got to tear these forks off. And then put them on, then we gotta put the bars, stem, headset, and bam, we're done. Pretty much, and then the wheel set's next. But so by the time you guys are watching this video, in about 30 minutes or 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, Dane's bike is going to go up for that auction like I was saying. So stay tuned for that because that is going to be, I'll explain more details later, but for right now, we gotta get this bike situated. As you guys can tell, we were just getting ready for bed, and then I just, you know, wanted to film. So here we are. How's it look so far though?
Like nothing.
It's not pretty or anything?
Yeah,
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty, this is messed up.
Alright, mark this the day number 6 of me trying to put this bike together. Yesterday, you guys saw that I was trying to put it together, but I didn't have the right tool for the front wheel, so I kind of gave up. But today, I still can't find a 17. For some reason, I've lost it, but we got this bad boy. So the front wheel is going to come off, no matter what. If I have to grind it down or cut it, I'm going to cut it. But the front wheel is going to come off. So that, guys, I really can't go much further after I put the forks and the front assembly on. After that, it's strictly just the wheels. After that, it's just wheels. So with that, I'm going to talk a little bit more later about the wheels and the wheel setup because I need your guys' opinion and your guys' help for exactly what I should do and what I need to do so that when we get the front wheel off, put the new forks on, and get all that mumbo jumbo out of the way. So with that, let's get it. Alrighty boys, after a long time, she is pretty much done. I don't think you guys are ready for this. This has to be the prettiest bike I've built. The prettiest. So that, here is my bike that is almost done. Look how, hold up. First of all, how messy this project turned out to be. Second of all, I can't tell you how, I'm just gonna cut the clip. We're just gonna go straight to a little artsy montage. So with that, include a little montage, nothing too crazy, but include it right here. Let's just take a moment of appreciation for this bike. Check this shit out. I think she's coming along pretty nicely. It kind of looks all over the place right now just because there's no hubs on it, there's no anything. There's like 3 oil slick parts on the bike, and it's kind of like a tacky, weird, you know, it doesn't fit. But the main substitute of this whole build is the wheel set. You know, we have the oil slick nipples and we also have the oil slick hubs. So it'll tie the bike together like fully, like really nicely. Now that's gonna come in with a little complication with the whole wheel setup. I'll talk more details in a little bit, but before I forget, like I said earlier, like this has been just a cluster in this room, like an absolute cluster. And as you guys can see, I have not fixed Dane's bike yet, but the auction is going to go up tomorrow, and I'm going to be fixing it tonight off camera. And I'm also going to be taking apart Dane's whole bike, re-greasing everything, making sure everything's in line, and it'll be up for auction tomorrow. I know there's nothing wrong internally with the bike, so the only thing I really have to do is just throw the front rim on that one, which will come off of that wheel right there, which is a G-Sport front rim that I rode a while ago. But for the most part, the bike should be ready to go by tomorrow at 7:30. So on top of this bike, I was gonna build a whole nother bike with my old setup. The only thing I would need is wheels and the forks and all that, but I just really decided not to. So this bike and all the parts that come with it, which are those parts and those parts over there, and a couple more that are scattered kind of everywhere, I will be selling. And like I said earlier, all the donations will be going to charity and all that fun stuff. And mind you, all these parts that I'm going to be selling are going to be fairly cheap. And before I even throw them up on the site, which will be going up at I think 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so right after this video, I'll talk more details later, but at 8 o'clock, the parts I'm about to list off will be going for sale very, very cheap. Very cheap. Like, I'm just trying to get rid of these like I don't even want to see them in this room anymore. I need to clean up this room. But obviously before I even do that, I'm gonna make a post to Instagram and all that. And if you guys want to buy any of these parts off of me personally, then feel free just to hit me up before 8 o'clock. So an hour away from this video. So just feel free to hit me up and we can work out something. They're gonna be selling for very cheap, guys, very cheap. But off the bat, these are Federal Stevie Churchill bars. I'm just gonna keep the grips on them. They are, I think they're passenger grips. Yeah, they're PSD passenger grips. And I'm gonna take off this stem later, but it's a Sunday free stem. It's Garrett Reynolds' signature frame from like 2010. So in this whole mess over here, I have FBM bars, and I think they're 8.75 rise, and those ones over there are 9. So this one's 8.75, and these have S&M grips. I'm just gonna include them, I know they're ripped, but. Going down, I have Sabrosa bitchin' cranks with Odyssey twisted pedals. I'm not gonna take the pedals off or anything. I have this FBM stem. I forgot exactly what FBM stem it is. I have a set of E-clap pegs and a set of Fit Wizards. So I'm selling this 25 tooth Madeira sprocket, and then I'm selling this 28 tooth S&M sprocket. I'm selling this S&M free stem. This is probably gonna be the cheapest thing out of everything in this whole conjunction, but. So then coming over here, I will be selling this E-clap dynamic hub. The rim is not going to be included. I'm taking this rim off tonight because I need it for my next build. And I'm also selling that Primo N4FL hub right over there. So that is pretty much everything that will be for sale. Everything. So tonight I have a whole ton of work ahead of me with all that. Like, look at this mess. It's ridiculous. I already feel like this video is like 4 hours long, so I'm gonna sum this up very short and very simple. Dane's bike will be going for auction in approximately 1 hour. Basically, I will have a full part list and full spec list in the description of this video, which is an old bike check we did a while ago, but not much parts have been changed ever since that bike check. Maybe a couple things have been upgraded, but nothing really has changed. The only thing that is going to be different with, you know, everything that will be listed through the bike auction is that it will have a G-Sport front rim. Yeah. Basically, the part list and everything will be in a bike check video linked in the description below. Feel free to check that out before bidding on this. I know this bike is not going to go for a lot of money. I'm probably going to start the bid around, I don't know how much. I really don't know how much money I'm going to start the bid at. But there's a couple rules to follow. This is a US only type of thing. This is only US residents. I do not feel like shipping a bike worldwide, unfortunately. So I'm sorry about that. But it is US residents only. So basically, you guys are going to be able to bid it up. The auction is probably going to go for about 12 hours, maybe 24. And I'm pretty sure it might be holding on eBay. Might hold on eBay, but there will be a description below about the auction and stuff like that. It will probably be posted right before this video, but the actual thing will be at 8 o'clock, and you know, I'll start monitoring it from 8. So what you guys will do is you guys can bid this bike up for however much you guys want. I'm actually kind of excited to see how much you guys bid this up for. And after, you know, it stops after about 12 hours-ish, all the proceeds I get, minus shipping and handling and all that, all the proceeds will be going to a charity of pretty much your choice. If you guys buy the bike, you guys pick a charity that hopefully is a charity that kind of relates to you somehow. I know if you guys can't pick a charity, say if you buy it and you don't know what charity you want to pick or anything like that, I'll be picking it, which if I pick it, it will be a charity revolving around bikes. I know there's a charity in Central New York where I live where it's about giving kids bikes that can't afford bikes. So please stay tuned for this because this is not going to go on for once more. I know every single time I sell something like merch or anything like that, a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I had more of a heads up. I wish I had more of a heads up. If you guys know anybody that needs a bike, or if you need a bike yourself, do not hesitate to bid this up. I am telling you once and for all, this is your chance to get a bike for extremely cheap. So bid this bike up, guys, and let this thing go crazy because I want to see a good donation go to a charity. I want to see a good donation. And if for hindsight that it doesn't go good and the bike sells for relatively very cheap, then I will probably put a lot of my money towards the charity as well. But in the meantime, let's just focus on the present or right now, or you know. Along with this, stay tuned for all my social medias because I'll be selling the parts on there and maybe a little bit on the eBay site or whatever site I pick Haven't really discussed that, haven't really gotten that far yet. Kind of like a crunch time right now. I'm kind of gonna do everything tonight. And I can't focus when there's a camera pointing at me a lot of the time, so we're gonna hustle this tonight. So that if you guys seem to enjoy this video whatsoever, then I can't stress it enough, then feel free to go down below, comment, like, and subscribe. You guys already know the gist. And if you guys seem to enjoy this build so far, you guys think it looks a little pretty or whatever, then leave a like down below. Cannot stress that enough either. So with all that, don't forget to share with friends, share the homies, share your dog, share the cat, share the friends, hot mom, share with Uncle Bethany, share it with your neighborhood oil slick parts. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.